All right, everybody, oh happy day. I hope you're doing insanely well. In this video, I want to share with you what demons you're going to face so that you can be deliberate in how you handle them. Half the battle is knowing what's coming at you, okay? So you got to understand, is this friendly fire or not, okay? And none of it is going to feel friendly when you first start out. So this video is all about the demons that you're going to face so that you don't get frustrated more than necessary selling life insurance and Medicare face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So many agents, they think, oh, this is gonna be super easy, I don't have any demons, everybody loves me. And then you get bedded down and you're like, that doesn't look comfortable. I didn't know what I signed up for. So this video is gonna be all about you guys, helping you understand what demons you're gonna have to be deliberate about attacking. And I mean attacking, because trust me, either you attack these demons or they're gonna take you out, and you gotta be careful, all right? So before I dive into this content with you, JasonFinalExpense.com. Run a national insurance agency. I recruit agents across the nation. We partner together, selling things like life insurance and Medicare insurance and annuities, face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So if you need help, reach out, JasonFinalExpense.com, and I hope you can hear me all right. It's windy as you know what out here. And let me share with you, you're gonna have seasons in your career where everything is great and then it's not. The biggest demon that you're gonna face is the battle of your mind. Okay, your mind is going to have so much self-doubt when you first start out. So tip number one that I'll share with you is understand that you're going to have a lot of maybe confidence problems, okay? And forgive me as I'm making sure I'm not getting a snake on me. But you're going to have these demons in your mind where you feel like maybe you're not good enough, okay? That maybe you don't have what it takes. When this takes place, you need to dive into your fundamentals. Know that you can do this. Know it's a time-tested, noble profession, and know that a lot of other folks, guarantee you, feel just like you when they first started out. That's why mentorship is so important, okay? So you can make your way through these waters, but the demons that will come into your mind can affect your methods, so be careful. Hit that demon fast, hit them fiercely when that comes, okay, into your little mind right here. So understand you're gonna have these feelings in your mind where feelings are fleeting, okay? When you have these feelings of uncertainty, feelings of you're not good enough, okay? Sometimes feelings of I'm not good enough just come because you weren't really trained well. That can happen too, all right? So I'm not gonna discount that. That happens a lot to a lot of really good agents. They just went to a place that's like, oh, schedule a call to get a hold of your upline, go train with someone that's an unvetted trainer. Okay, maybe you're not getting the time you need. That happens too, okay? You got some free script somewhere that really hurts you because you're not training with people at the top of the food chain. You're learning from the bottom, okay? So if you're having massive feelings of uncertainty, that could be due to just lack of training, okay? But if you've been trained properly, if you have a good script, if you have good training, then you know what? Sometimes this feeling of I'm not good enough, I may not make it, it's because you're on the verge of doing something amazing, okay? And this fight or flight in you is what is going to define you. So don't let the demons in your mind keep you from being decisive and deliberate in deploying your fundamentals if you have good ones. Now, if you don't have good ones, okay, then by all means, you got to look into that mirror, okay, of how you were being trained, the methods, okay, and see if you need to maybe do some repositioning. It doesn't mean you're all off, but sometimes little things can become big things. So first off, understand, all right, that you need to have a strong mind and the demons will come at you, period. And you may be like high enough to hunt ducks with a rake. You're like, woohoo, I'm amazing. And then you get a call that just destroys you, okay? And it's not good. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It happens to the best of us, okay? Everybody goes from being a hero to being a zero. So understand that this will take place to you, and when it takes place, what are you gonna do about it? Make sure that you know what to do. This is why fundamentals are so important, all right? I don't want you to be in a position where you're like up a tree, okay, and have to have somebody come get you. So just understand that you're gonna have a lot of things that are gonna take place. You're gonna have yappy things like we talked about in some of my prior videos, a little yapping of other agents that maybe want you to fail, other people that don't want you to be profitable. That takes place too. So be careful of the noise that you're allowing to seep into your mind, okay? You're gonna have self-doubt. You're gonna have other people that don't want you to make it. it's sad, it's really sad, but there's a good fraction of folks that they feel better if you're a less than, okay? So don't lean that way. Be nice to them, okay? But don't listen to them, okay? Just is not healthy for you. But understand that the demons that will come of, I'm not good enough, okay? I don't know if I have what it takes. Well, if you've been taken to the next level with good training, good mentoring, good skill set, there's no excuse for that. You got to just dive into it. And when you've got this like fight or flight about you where you're like, well, you know, I think I'm gonna sit in bed all day and hang out instead of get on the phones where I need to be, or I'm gonna not get in my car today and do the hard work. Well, you can't get the muscles if you don't move, okay? So it's very important that you move and you start lifting, start doing, and you'll feel better because you were deliberate in how you actually transacted, okay? If you've got a transfer of skill set, now you've just got to have more will, but you're not always gonna want to do the most important things. You're not always gonna want to do the successful things, and that's why the successful will always get more, okay? They do, because they do more. Those that do are those that get, right? So understand you're gonna have feelings where, you know what, may not feel like working today, but you know what you gotta do? You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And trust me, the harder you work, the luckier you'll get, and the better you will feel because you found yourself doing what was most important, as opposed to other agents that maybe take too much time off. Maybe they're not listening to what the consumers are wanting. They're not trusting their fundamentals. Understand that even a good agent can have their fundamentals off by a hair. It can happen. And when this takes place, you need to get around somebody that's at the top of the food chain quickly. You need to change some things if you as an agent have changed or digressed from the fundamentals. So understand that you're human, I'm human, we're all human beings, okay? And we can be victims, okay, of not following the fundamentals as well as we should. And that's why you've got to train daily, nightly, and ever so rightly, okay? It's crazy important that you train so that you can transact in a good way. But understand that maybe everything was great, and then when it's not going great, you've got to go back to your fundamentals quickly, okay, as soon as you can. It's vital to your success. A lot of agents get in a place of distress because they really veered away from their fundamentals. So understand that's going to happen. So demons in your mind, yes. Diverting from good fundamentals, also a demon you must face it quickly, all right? Don't get too far off the beaten path. And then understand that leads are very critical to you, and as an agent, you may start prejudging leads. This happens, okay? It just does. We're human beings. We got a little bit of prejudice in us, and sometimes you can have that prejudice against leads or a lead vendor. Now, some lead vendors are trash, it's truth. But a lead is nothing more than an opportunity to have a conversation with a great person. It's our responsibility. You got to own it in delivering the goods, okay? So if you've got a lead that everybody else is writing on and you're not, look yourself in the mirror. It's not fun, but you got to look yourself in the mirror and wonder why. Why am I not? Well, maybe your mind's not right. Maybe you diverted from good fundamentals, okay? We got to just own it, okay? Whatever took place, own it. Take actionable steps and then move in the right direction. It's okay, all right? Everybody can digress a little bit. Just don't stay there, okay? So the demons that you're going to have to face, the mind is a big one. Feelings that you're not good enough, okay, you're not going to make it today. You've got to get around good people, all right? Birds of a feather fly together. That's why the men and women that partner in my agency, we've got amazing, okay, work family. It's a lot of fun, but let me tell you, it's easy to get, okay, in that negative Nelly mindset, and that will never take you to higher heights, which is where you're gonna land. So good mind, you got to have good methods. If you somehow digress from fundamentals, then get back on the right track and then don't look back, okay? Never second guess what took place. Just focus on the place of success and don't even look in your rearview mirror. It's very important, but understand that your mind is strong. When your methods are strong, make sure, okay, and I mean really make sure that your fundamentals are really sticky, okay? Make sure you've been trained well, and then when you've got good leads, sometimes you got to understand that sometimes leads just don't work out the way you want them to. You're going to have self-doubt, which goes back to kind of point number one demon, that you're going to have to hit in the head fast. That's going to take place when, maybe a sale becomes a chargeback and you lose confidence, you lose a little bit of certainty. I'm certain it's going to happen to you. That demon will come. Are you ready to kick it in the you-know-where when that takes place? I know you are, but you got to be ready for it, okay? Control your attitude. Control your actions, what you can do when this takes place, not if it will take place. So you're going to have sales that turn into, dang it, okay, that went sideways. You're going to get a negative call where someone says, I changed my mind, and the call was so good, you didn't do anything wrong. And a demon that can come at you is, you know what, maybe I went too long on that call. Maybe I did something wrong on that call. I'm going to change from my fundamentals and see if it changes what will take place in the future, and that is a fatal, okay, demon that'll bite you if you let him, okay, sink his teeth into you. So don't do that. Trust your fundamentals, okay, and lean forward, all right? Don't fall backwards, because it's easy to let this take place if you would allow it to. So just because you have a chargeback that happens, you have a call that didn't go as happy as you wanted it to, I'm not saying it's going to feel good, okay? But find yourself always falling on fundamentals with high levels of action so that you don't retract, okay, go the opposite direction that you know you need to be going. The successful people don't stop, okay? When something happens, successful people don't let it derail them, okay? I'm not saying you're not going to have ringing in your ears for a second. It's going to take place. When this negative airspace hits you of a chargeback, oh, it went NSF, non-sufficient funds happened, or my leads didn't come in on time, or my CRM crashed, understand this business will have a great amount of negativity, but do you know enough to walk through those waters? Do you know enough to walk through the adversity and have amazing success and opportunity in an industry that can give you everything you want, everything you wish, everything you desire, right? To have financial freedom and independence and to own your own business and to control it. It's phenomenal. But the business looks like hard work, everyone. It looks like hard work, okay? You got to get through the no's before you get through the yes. And when you get the negative mind, you need to know what to do. When you have times where you digressed for a second, you're taking shortcuts and you thought it would help you be successful, and then you found out, oopsie, okay? You've got to get back to fundamentals. Fundamentals are so critical to your success as a life insurance agent, okay? Small steps to the big goal for sure, but when you're off a little bit, it can harm you in a major way. So always focus on good fundamentals if you've got them, okay? If you don't, that's another conversation, all right? Feel free to reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. It's windy out here and cold, okay? That's why I'm changing hands up. But let me share with you, you're gonna have times where, you know, you just wanna go back to bed. Well, don't do that, okay? You've gotta do what is important, and sometimes doing is not comfortable. It's just not, okay? It's not always the most comfortable thing to be about, okay, income producing activities, because it's not comfortable. It's like, oh man, I'd rather just suck my coffee and hang out on the couch and take a nap, instead of knowing enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna get on that phone, I'm gonna do what I need to do, I'm gonna get in my car, I'm gonna go knock on some doors and go help some people. Understand why you are engaged in this industry in the first place, and it will help you as you move decisively instead of letting the demons attack you. And they will attack. Just be prepared for it. Demons of the mind are big. Feelings of insufficiency, huge. But you know what happens when you get a good sale? All those feelings, they fly out the window. Find success. It will eliminate distress, but focus on action all the time. When you have these little demons pulling you the other direction, you need to push, okay? You need to beat them in the face, and you're gonna beat them in the face by following and believing that you can do this. You're going to adhere to your fundamentals like a beast, okay? And then you're just gonna grind through, okay, any little adversity, and understand that even when a no happens, when things are out of your control, you can control your mind. You can control your own, okay, fundamentals if you have them in the first place, all right? And you can control action. Action is something you control. Do you choose to do? Yeah, I know you do. But if you don't, you've got to be deliberate in changing that, all right? We're coming up on New Year's. A lot of agents are like, oh, just like everybody at the gym, oh, new year, new me. And then it's like, nope, same, okay? Same, okay? And then you wonder why success doesn't happen. You cannot expect success if you're doing the same thing that got you what you've been receiving lately. You got to have fundamentals. You got to show up every day. Half the battle's showing up. You got to just continue to show up, continue to build up, and when you stumble, when you fall, just get back up again. All right, just get back up again. Have good people in your life that can help you attain your desired outcome, but more importantly, believe enough in yourself that you can make it. Strengthen your mind through mentorship, through good training. All right, strengthen your methods through proprietary scripting, through people that have been there, done that, successfully, and have walked through the deep waters so that you can get even better levels of success than maybe you believed you could. All right, and then make sure that you just do high action. Understand a lead will sometimes turn into a chargeback. It happens. It just does. So be deliberate. Understand these demons will come at you, and when you understand that they're not that scary, when you do a couple little things, you will stick and stay. You're going to last in this industry, and you'll be more successful than you ever thought possible. So I hope these tips help you. Have an amazing day. Have an even better tomorrow. And if I can serve you in any way at all, feel free to reach out. JasonFinalExpense.com. Have an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year's with your families. I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.